This is Fight Fans Radio.
What is going on, everybody? How are ya? And welcome to another episode of BJJ Addict Radio. And yeah, man, we're live and we're back. We just came off a very big episode, one of my favorite I've ever done. So with Draculino, what were your thoughts of last week, man? Good response from the crowds.
Yeah,
Some nice numbers. We got some good numbers.
I re-listened to parts of it, and yeah, man, I'm glad it worked out because in the beginning it was kind of sketchy. So
yeah, if you listen to it though, you don't even know it's sketch.
yeah, so that's the thing about the power of editing.
Yeah, man. God bless technology.
Yes.
And kind of hate it too, because that's the same reasons a lot of the problems happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so overall, like I listen to it again. I don't listen to too many over, but this one I re-listened to just because I want to. It's kind of in the moment. Sometimes you don't realize what's happening, so I want to rehear his answers. And fuck, he's just so intelligent. Like you can tell the years of training. He's seen everything.
Yeah, like I never listen to anybody, but when I do, it's usually about me. So no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, man. I was watching a lot of his videos afterwards, like him rolling and
yeah. Oh, weird. So did I. Did you catch one of him with like black belt world champions?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like passing their guard, and he does something that I do is the seatbelt and the back taking.
Dude,
so
I didn't notice before like how incredible his back game is.
Yeah,
it's his rap.
It's like Marcelo style.
Yeah, he's got that like. You know, he's chopping, one arm choking people. Like,
yeah.
He was incredible. Yeah, it was amazing to see him with not only people probably half his age, but like
world champions.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they got that title. So yeah, those were phenomenal roles.
And you know, like he's not even that old. You know.
Yeah, no, 40. He can still do it probably. It'd be nice to see. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Like. You know, we have all these like super fights going on and shit, but
yeah,
I think it'd be nice to put on an event and have like a legends versus kind of like who's who now.
Yeah, like
Draculino's like, you know, he's still probably, he looks like he's a smaller man still. Like he always been light. He said, I saw him compete usually at the 150 or whatever, but he looks like he's not that big. Yeah. So what if we saw him and like someone around that size right now go at it just for the hell of it?
I want to see him versus Kyle Terra.
Kyle Terra's pretty small.
Yeah, he's like 25, no?
Yeah, so
I'd say Draculino is probably my size.
Yeah, okay, so whatever. Yeah, like
so
that's what I mean. So let's just say that came up or it worked out so they're around the same weight. But like, would you be interested in seeing something like that, like legends versus who's who now?
Yes and no.
Do you think some would just get smashed?
Yes and no. Like, I mean, I think you asked, like, the Hickson.
Okay, that's a great question. Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up, actually. So, for those that don't know, on Facebook, I asked, on the BJJ Addict Facebook, I asked if you could be matchmaker for a super fight in grappling, who would you have Hickson fight? The response was a lot of the obvious. And then there's a couple people that chimed in and said, hey, listen, Hickson's an old man. Like, I was like, holy, I'm like, you can't call him that. But, like, he is getting up in age. But they said, like, listen, it's unrealistic for him to fight somebody, let's make it someone his own age. So, yeah, go on with your story now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think if they're, well, I don't know, man. Like, you see a lot of the boxing greats, like, you know, they die off in age because, you know, they're getting their ass kicked. You know, I mean, it's not the exact same for BJJ. Just because, like,
let's say, grab the average black belt, same size, same weight as Hickson. He'll murder them.
Yeah.
Okay, right? How far off could he be from a modern day? I'm not talking him fighting Buchacha, but like, what if he did match up against a Galvao or something? Like, would he actually just get tore up?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I picked the wrong person. Let's say he matched up with like Ian McPherson, Abmar Barbosa. I mean, these are guys that are high level in the 180s. Like, do you think he could hang with these dudes? Because I mean, just the knowledge he has, I just can't see him being out there and getting smashed. He's too smart.
At his current age?
Yeah, of course. Right now, that's the name of the game.
Man. See, like, I watch.
This is what I'm saying. Like, that's my point. Like, imagine we had this thing where like him or Draculino and Marisperry and Henzo
Right.
and all these guys fight someone younger around the same age.
See, like, there's world champions and then there's world champions.
Of
You know what I mean?
course.
Like, man, I love Draculino, and I think he would smash a lot of the dudes. But let's say Draculino fought. I mean, I didn't know any of those names, that he was fighting.
Oh, I did.
But if you were to fight bigger names in that weight category, like world champions, I think it would be a different story. In terms of
Okay, not about. Okay, now it doesn't even have to be a world champion or something. Just a well-known person.
yeah,
Let's say Draculino fought like a Bill Cooper.
Ooh.
See, Bill Cooper, I don't believe is a black belt world champion at all. But Bill Cooper. Everybody knows Bill Cooper. He could put on one hell of a fight.
yeah. I mean, man, I don't
To me,
know.
like these are things I want to see just for pleasure of loving the sport. I think the older guys won't let the young guys get away with some of the shit they got. Their fundamentals and basics are too deep. It'd be cool stylistically, I think.
See, the only thing for me is like the how the game's played now. Like they might still be doing old school stuff. They haven't. I mean, they obviously know about like Baron-Bowlers and all that stuff, but their body doesn't work the same. Like if you watch a lot of the Hickson, a lot of the stuff, it's all very basic, very simple things.
Yeah.
Very, but in terms of like Baron-Bowlers and stuff, like people play open guard a lot.
Yeah, but like
You know what I mean?
you look at like man, when Randy Couture fought say Gabriel Gonzaga, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, this is a crazy, and he pulls off a win. Yes, they're older. Yes, they might not still have as much as these young kids, but I mean, just the fact of their roots and knowledge and just how long they've been doing it, experience wise, like I think they have something to tell. Now, with that being said, you see Couture versus the Lesnar, and he's getting crushed by a bit, bigger. So it could go both ways, but I mean, I guess nothing would be worse is if they go out and they get subbed in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Embarrassing. They have a lot on the line, associations, all this, but I mean, everyone who really cares understands. Like, you get caught, you get subbed, who cares? But like, you personally, like, you wouldn't want to see some cool, weird matchups like that.
Yeah. I'd like to see personally. My dream match would be. Can you guess?
I assume it has something to do with Marcelo.
Versus.
And it hasn't been fought yet.
Yeah.
Like Marcelo's never fought this person.
Uh,
Andre?
no.
Have they fought?
Yeah.
But not recent. Because right now I
I
think
think Marcelo fought him twice. I think he subbed him and then won by points. I think.
yeah. Well, I think right now if they fought this second, it'd be one hell of a fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so Marcelo versus who?
Hickson Gracie.
Dude, that came up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That came up 5 times.
Yeah.
And people, that's where the comments of like the root, like the kind of like not disrespectful, but kind of like, guys, open up your eyes. It's Marcelo Garcia.
Yeah.
But people were talking about like that. It's Hickson Gracie the same way, right? So
Yeah. But even
who would win? Who would win?
I'd say hands down Marcelo Garcia.
Yeah, man. There's so many people out there that would probably just fucking argue tooth and nail about why Hickson will win.
Yeah, but I mean, it happens. I think I don't know. It's whole different. Like Marcelo is somebody who doesn't really do flashy stuff. I don't think.
Yeah.
So I think he could play that game.
I just find jiu-jitsu, it's not like I don't know. It is kind of like it's evolving, but like it still hasn't evolved enough where it's like even the youngest dudes that are crazy, I mean, they'd still get schooled by some older people that know the game well.
Yeah.
Opposed to, uh, you know, if I don't know, if like if Michael Jordan was to play one-on-one with somebody right now, might still be close. But like, let's say somebody else, not Jordan, they might get smashed in a game of like basketball or hockey. I think those things play a factor. Football, people from the 70s playing football couldn't play football now. They'd get crushed probably, I think. So, but BJJ, I think people like Hickson, they're still relevant.
Yeah.
As much as anyone in the sport. Like, it's not a sport where old people don't get respect. Like, hockey players from the 50s, oh, that was the 50s. Now they get killed. Like, people look at Helio Gracie. He still gets more respect in the world than anybody doing BJJ or jiu-jitsu for that matter. I think we'd be surprised. Like, I would love for him to go into Marcelo's academy so they could do the MG in action filming.
Yeah.
Where it's not full on, but like we could watch him go at it.
Yeah. Man.
Or like in the Mendes Academy, like.
Yeah. You know what I want to see? Like a current dream match would be like Marcelo versus a Mendes brother at the same time.
Oh yeah, just both of them.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, absolutely. These are, you know what? I don't know what you'd want to call them. There's so much on the line, though. I think for these guys that maybe they won't do it. But I mean, if someone puts up the cash and kind of like a Metamoris, Metamoris 2 has been announced. It's coming very soon.
And even if it did happen, I think there would be a respect factor in the back of the mind. Like you wouldn't want to finish them as quickly as possible. Things wouldn't be the same. Like certain things.
Oh yeah, I agree. That's what I mean. Like yeah, but you look at you go back to like a Kyle Terra and the Jeff Glover. Like they were keeping it friendly and playing around, but Kyle Terra had no problem subbing him. Like he went for it and didn't give up on it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
see, even
you can't have a certain respect. You gotta almost finish.
Like even in that, like when they were fighting, like I don't think Jeff Glover was aware that he was, that he was still on the same level while Kyle Terra, increased his tempo a little bit.
And,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he switched.
Like, when does it become serious? Like when do they? I know. Yeah, I know what you mean because it looked like, oh shit, I'm caught, and then he started trying to defend better, but it was too late.
Yeah.
But
see, things like that, like I don't know. But I mean, will that happen? I don't know. Probably not. I don't think you'll ever see Hickson be, fight again.
Nor does he have to, right?
Yeah.
But all right, I don't know if you're aware about this, but the Copa Podio, they had the huge heavyweights event earlier this year with Keenan was the only brown belt almost pretty much invited. Leo
Santos,
Rodolfo Vieira was there and stuff like that. So here are the people competing in this one. Here's some names. Tell me how great this is. Victor Estima's in it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was weird.
Yeah.
Leander Lowe. This guy hasn't lost anything in a while.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I don't think he gets the same respect as other names for some reason, personally. Leander Lowe. I don't think he gets that same push as everyone else. Clark Gracie's in it. The most photogenic man in BJJ.
Yeah. Which is funny because he's got more likes on Facebook than.
Oli Geddes, who we had on this show before. Vincent Marino, Tio Chico, Diego Borges, and DJ Jackson, man, is in it. What do you think about this lightweight Grand Prix? Who do you got picked out of those names I just named?
I'd say DJ Jackson would be pretty good.
I'm going with Clark Gracie.
Clark?
You know what? After winning the Pan Ams, I think he's on got some fire lit up under him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, Leander Lowe, though, he hasn't lost in a while, so I just named everyone, so I got my bets covered.
So I got Leandro Lowe and DJ Jackson. Clark Gracie will probably be. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Clark has a good shot.
Yeah.
But I mean, anyone in that whole thing could win it, but chances are those guys are going to stand out a bit more. Okay, super matches. Rodolfo Vieira is fighting Ricardo Abreu Demente, which is this guy, one of the biggest guys in BJJ. I mean, he literally looks like a freakish monster. I still think Rodolfo will win. You?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Adolfo's. Oh man. Shunji. Ooh.
What did he say? Oh, okay, yeah. So, super fight. You can name that one.
Shunji Ribeiro versus Braulio Estima.
All right, now this, my friend, to me is a bigger match than the other one we just named.
Than all of them, I think.
Good point. So the most decorated man in all of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know, like there's two people and they're brothers, and they're the best two competitors ever to live, and their names aren't Gracie.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel they get skipped over a lot. So. It's so weird when you read his name and then say it.
Shanji?
You know what I mean? Like, you see it and you want to be like, Exander. like,
Exende.
yeah, exactly. But Ribeiro versus Braulio Estima. Who do you got in this one?
Oh, man. I want to say Braulio, but for some reason, I think Shanji is going to win. I think Shanji is going to win.
Me too. So we're just, and I love Braulio.
Yeah.
I like him more than Sanji ever. Like, I don't know. I'm a big Braulio fan, but I don't think Sanji's slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah.
There's team challenges, everything else. This will take place. Trying to find the exact date, May 5th. So I mean, this is coming up soon, less than a month away. I'll watch this. You?
Yeah. May what?
May 5th.
Ooh, May 5th. I think so.
Yeah. But I tuned in the last one. I was really pleased. The only thing, I mean, I enjoyed it, but a lot of people complained they had 6-minute rounds. What do you think about this?
I think for a black belt, you know, for some like a big event like this,
Remember, it's 6 minutes, but you have to fight everybody in that bracket or your division once. So you're guaranteed 4 fights.
yeah, it should at least be 10 minutes. 6 minutes is like too much. 10 minutes is perfect, I think.
10's perfect.
10 is perfect.
6 is not even enough.
Yeah, because I mean, like, there's too much strategizing and all that, especially with the black belts. It's a little slower.
And a gi too.
Yeah, and a gi. There's gonna be a lot of like, I don't know. We'll see.
I wish there was betting lines for BJJ because it would be cool to see. Like, no offense to Mr. Oliver Geddes from the UK, Roger Gracie black belt, but I mean, this will really show where he's at. I know he toured the US last year. I'm a fan of his personally, but I know he fought DJ before and lost. Like, it's cool they put him in this, but what would be the odds of this guy taking this right now? Like,
well, see, like that's where
it's going to be cool to see how much he's increased in 1 year, and if he can hang with these dudes, because he's got a killer game, but is he there right now? That's what I'm wondering. So we'll see that.
I think that's where they start getting big, right? Because they go to these events and then they really shock people, and they keep shocking people until they become big.
Well, let me tell you right now, he's getting quite the opportunity to shock people. So that's a good point. But regardless if you win or not, the more you're in these big events and your name's out there, it can't hurt. We're talking about him right now.
Yeah.
So as a competitor, let's say, well, you are a competitor, but let's just say you start getting invited to different events. Now, to you, is it better to be invited and compete, or is it better to go to ones that you know you can win? Like, do you still go do everything if you can't win it? Or is there a point where you say, hey, I got invited to do a super fight for this. I have no chance of winning, but, you know, it'll be close, but I know I can't beat this guy. Do you still go out and do it, or just for the chance, or do you don't do it because you don't want to lose?
Like to be highlighted?
Yeah.
I'll do it, man.
Do you think it's better to get out there everywhere, regardless if you win or lose?
Because, I mean, you build networking, like, oh, blah, 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 do you want to train at this gym? And then you keep, I think it's like a business card, really.
A super fight would be like a business card for you.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a really cool way of putting it. Man, I hope other people heard that. That was genius. I like that.
It's like how MMA fighters, jiu-jitsu people, they go in MMA. Like Chris Brennan once said it too. He's like, I used my MMA as my business card for for myself to further expose who I am to the masses of people. So,
Yeah, that's well put. As either way, Podium Cup Jiu-Jitsu could be huge. I mean, I wonder what, I don't, man, I do wonder how much these people are getting paid or if they're offered much. Because, like, are they getting flagged? I would honestly want to know that. Because, like, how do you get all these names in one night, in one area? Like, how hard is this to put together? Because my dream would be to put together a bunch of super fights. Like, my ultimate dream would be throw, like, a UFC card, but for jiu-jitsu.
well, I mean, if you bring up names and the people are like, oh, I'll fight them, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just a chance to compete, right? I mean, this is exposure, so why not?
Mm-hmm.
Well
Put. Now, like I said, Metamorphs 2 is happening soon. I look on their Facebook, nothing's really announced, no fights yet. I heard a rumor Braulio Stima's got a fight in that too.
Ooh, against who?
Exactly. Doesn't that just intrigue you?
I want to see him versus Galvao.
Now they're fighting in the ADCC super fight.
Did they?
They are this year.
Oh, okay, wow.
So it won't be Galvao and Metamorphs probably.
I want to see Marcelo in a friggin' Metamorphs, man.
Okay, here it is. Braulio is the only one announced so far. No one else has even said they're in it. Cyborg writes on the Facebook, hey, I want to fight. They say no, it's full, but we'll put you on, say, like, we'll put you on the next card, which would be Metamorphs 3. So who the hell do they have that you turn down Cyborg? I'm sorry. It's subs only, the most exciting fighter on planet Earth right now, I think.
Are they the same weight category?
No,
it doesn't even have
weight.
to be, yeah.
That's right. It could be anyone.
But it's just like a UFC.
Chances are they try to match them up nicely for weight-wise.
Huh.
It drives me nuts to think who's on this card. I mean, hopefully you could say his name. I don't want to call him that no more.
Heron. Heron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Ryron.
Yeah, exactly. I hope he's on the damn card. I hope he's on there. Because, I really want to see him do another subs only so people could either love him or hate him, that's for sure. But it should be amazing. So, I know you didn't catch the UFC this weekend, but Ross Pearson, man, he clipped, what's his name, Couture?
Ryan
Couture. He got him in the second round, KO'd him hard, but Ryan Couture looked really good, like he belongs there. Good fight. Got destroyed, though. Like, literally, like, it was a great knockout.
Like, what happened?
Just kind of, like, shouldn't have turned your back. You know when you get punched and you kind of turn away?
Yeah.
Like, he just didn't let up, and he clipped him pretty good there. And the main event was, I know I shouldn't even complain. There was a main event. We still saw a Gegard Mousasi fight, but, I mean, he said he was hurt. That's why his performance or blah, blah, blah. But it was an uneventful main event. But Mousasi got the win. The undercard was good. But, I mean, overall,
not so good.
I'm not the biggest fan of this card, no. But it doesn't matter. Coming up, April 13th, this weekend coming up, we got the Ultimate Fighter 17 finale. The main event is Uriah Faber and Scott Jurgensen. Who do you got?
Oh, man.
And why?
Okay, well, first of all, I think, to be honest with you, Faber is going to win, and he's probably going to end up fighting in the championships again.
Right.
For the title.
This is the only division that has 2 belts, by the way, still.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's probably.
Which belt will he fight for?
Interim, probably.
It's like the WWE. They have 2 world championship belts, right? Yeah.
Honestly, it's been so long, you might as well just give up. Give up the belt.
Dominic Cruz?
Yeah. I mean,
Uriah Faber is the only one that stuck up for him, by the way. You ever see that?
No, I didn't.
It was really funny. Like, his arch enemy, he said he deserves to be champion. He shouldn't be stripped. I would be pissed if I was champ and I got stripped.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, I'm not hating on Dominic Cruz. Like, he's an amazing fighter.
Yeah, no, but I was shocked, like, that everyone was kind of like, come on, man, just rip the title from him. And then Faber's like, whoa.
Obviously, shit happens, right? I mean. he's a true champion right now, but Barao.
Fuck, Barao, scary.
I think if they fought again, Barao would just beat the shit out of him. It's just gonna be like one of those like things for Faber. He's gonna just keep on.
I mean, the only guys got more title shots than Faber right now is like Penn and Couture. Like this guy has gotten the UFC's dying for his,
for his name.
He's not like his nickname, the California Kid. He's starting to age finally, so maybe the UFC won't push him as hard. But he had a good he had a great run in the WC.
Yeah,
legendary, and I'm rooting for him. I'm a huge Faber fan. I hope it translates, but he's in a tough spot right now where Cruz he lost to, and Barao he lost to. So the best thing that could happen is Barao losing this title. So Faber could get another title shot right now.
Yeah, like he's got 2 tough fights.
Yeah,
right ahead.
And the guy fighting for the title right now is someone that Faber put a beating on for 3 rounds. So
Joe Jensen?
No, he was one of the first WEC champs.
Aldo? I don't know. Aldo?
No, I'll get his name in a second, man. I can't think of it right now, but I'll get around to that. I'll tell you who it is. Also, Misha Tate's fighting Zagano to be the coaches. Also, there's a lot riding on this fight. So
I think Zagano's gonna win.
I'm gonna go with Misha Tate via. I just think she's hotter. That's horrible. I shouldn't even say that. Like, what year are we in? And that's what I say. I apologize for the listeners out there. It wasn't right. Oh yeah, Eddie Wineland
versus. Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like he's in a rough spot. Shout out to random Robert Drysdale. He's fighting coming up April 12th.
Ooh.
So very soon, a couple days, he'll be fighting DJ Linderman. So shout out to Mr. Robert Drysdale. I'm your #1 fan, so get the W for us. Moving on, this is probably hands down. Like, I love complaining. I love complaining about fight cards. I think all fans at MMA love either loving it, they love analyzing cards and tearing the shit out of it, right? Yeah. Yo, this sucks. This might be the most stacked, like, UFC has had stacked cards, but to me, they're not stacked. They're just big, flashing names. Like, kind of like, this has names, and it actually has substance to me. This is the best fight card I've seen. This is the best main card a Fox UFC has had in a while. So, we'll start from the bottom. No joke?
Go to the top. What is it? Now we're here.
Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Matt Brown, the Immortal. He was supposed to fight Dan Hardy, which was a huge fight, but he got replaced. So Jordan Main is fighting him. Who do you got?
Main.
Really? Because you just put your money on Brown 2 seconds
Oh, yeah, ago. I did. Yeah, Matt Brown. Sorry, my bad. Well, Matt Brown.
Main's going to mess him up. And not only going to mess him up, he's going to finish Matt Brown.
No, he's not.
Bro, I said it first here, live on air. Jordan Main, I knew he was going to crush Dan Miller. Never been finished. Main is the future of the sport.
Wait, Main?
Jordan Main.
Yeah.
Canadian boy, the best. Nate Diaz versus Josh Thompson. This fight gets me. This kid main event any fight card in my eyes. This is a huge fight. Who do you got?
Nate.
Yeah, this bothers me. I love Nate, but I really want Josh Thompson to flourish. I'm going to go with Thompson for the upset. Josh Thompson. All right. Huge fight. Daniel Cormier, who's like supposedly could get a shot at 205 title if he wants. Frank Mir, I'm calling it right now. Spoil the fucking party, Frank Mir. I'm going with Mir, obviously. Who do you got with the Cormier fight?
Mir.
Yeah, thank you. Is this on a fact that you love jiu-jitsu too much?
Yeah.
But Cormier is an Olympic wrestler. It doesn't tear your heart up a bit?
That's your point. Oh, yeah, it does. I love wrestling. Man, I mean, he doesn't really have to worry that much, I don't think, with a wrestler.
Yeah, but for a wrestler, he's got some sweet hands.
Yeah, I mean...
The guy fighting for the title right now in UFC, he laid out cold easily.
Frank,
you know what I mean? Like, he crushed Bigfoot Silva easily.
I think Frank Mir could have taken Silva.
Good point.
So I mean, Frank Mir's
You're
got
right.
hurt.
You're right. Wait, Frank Mir could crush Bigfoot.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu and stand-up. So,
Good call. So Mir.
but no, I think yeah, Frank Mir via submission. I think.
Nice. I hope so too. Main event. I don't know about you nerds. Huge fight. This is a dream fight for most people.
Because they were both.
But this is cool, right? It's a WEC guy. It's a Strikeforce guy. Now they're obviously both UFC guys, but there's a tie-in to everyone here. So who do you have on this?
Benson Henderson via UD. Just think about.
I think that should just come along with Benson's name. Like a St. Pierre UD.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like Benson UD.
Mm.
I'm going for El Nino, Gilbert Melendez.
Yeah, but he hasn't fought in a really long time, right? So.
Huh.
So Rust, on top of that, being in the UFC. I mean, all the Strikeforce guys that came into the UFC just sucked. Like,
Incorrect. They're all really good.
well, I mean, some, not all of them. I mean, look at Musashi. Shit.
Yeah, but they're still picking up W's regardless of performance.
Shit. What else? I don't know, man.
This also has 13 fights on the card.
Jake Shields would be one, too.
Yeah, everyone's hating on you, Jared. Strikeforce guys have been winning.
Strikeforce sucks.
They raised the bar, actually, more than anything. Just like the WC guys, when they came in, they've been crushing it. Like,
they've been winning.
all of UFC's
Yeah, they've been
imports
winning.
are all-stars. That's what I think.
They've been winning. But shit. That's right.
Let me tell you, this card is so good that you have people like Chad Money Mendez not make the main card. You know, Joseph Benavidez, George Masvidal is an all-star in my eyes. The guy fought, he's fought Gilbert Melendez. He lost a 5-round decision already in Strikeforce. And now he's in the mix, way at the bottom though, you know? Like, these guys are huge names in my eyes, so I'm pumped to see this whole card, like, top to bottom.
TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah, exactly. This guy's an all-star too.
Yeah.
Let's get on to one of the most how the fuck did this fight happen type of stories, but let's cover UFC 159 real quick. Starting at the top, and then we'll go to the bottom.
All right.
Your boy, or my boy, somebody's boy, John Jones versus Chael Sonnen.
Oh my God.
This is a title fight somehow. His last fight was for the title against Anderson.
Okay, see, I don't understand how this fight happened. John Jones is a way better wrestler than Chael Sonnen.
Wow.
There's no way in hell Sonnen is going to take Jones down. Jones has never been taken down, even in his wrestling career.
Hmm.
So, I mean, how are you going to take someone down who's not taken downable?
I'm following. Who do you got?
John Jones via KTFO.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
They should start putting the F in it sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what? John Jones either going to catch him on the feed or he might catch him his sub game's getting better. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's scary.
Just because of his elbows. I mean, if you were getting elbowed on the ground, you're playing bottom and you're getting elbowed.
I think Matt Hamill should fight him next rematch. The only man ever to defeat him, so. We got Belcher versus Bisping. These are hands down. These are the two guys that have been looked over most at middleweight. Like, I feel they keep taking it in the ass from the UFC.
Both of them?
Dude, they've both been in the company for how long? And you see people like Sonnen getting 3 title fights out of his 4 fights, and you can't get shit. It's kind of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but you got to think, like, Chael Sonnen put a beating on Silva. I mean, there's no way in hell any of those two would have done what he did. I mean, technically.
No. Like,
yeah.
I understand, but still, at some point, you got to be like, what the hell do I got to do? Like, what did they got to do? But I guess they just got to win nonstop. But, I mean, they get an L here and there, but they're bound to lose. Just why not give him that shot after a 4-fight win streak? Why make him do 6 and lose 1 like a Jim Miller situation?
Yeah.
It's kind of garbage. Anyways, with that being said, I'm actually calling Belcher. I would believe it would be an upset. So
Belcher?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going with Belcher, but I assume the betting odds say Bisping will win.
Did he lose his last fight?
Belcher?
No,
I believe they're both coming off L's. Who knows?
ooh, it's going to be a tough one, huh?
Yeah, I'm going for Belcher though. He's just
No, I'm going to go for Bisping. I think Bisping is going to want this one more than Belcher. Plus, conditioning is going to play a factor, too.
Bisping's he's very good condition.
So I think he's just going to make Belcher. I was watching one of his fights, and he didn't look too good.
Good point. It happens.
I mean,
Congo, Nelson, I don't even know how to say it. Roy Nelson's going to knock his block off.
yeah, I think so, too.
Now to a match that's not getting, it could get lost with all these names on the card, but it made the main card, and I believe it has some good bearing. Phil Davis, Vinny Magla-Harris, the man himself, one of the best BJJ in MMA right now. Phil Davis is talking a lot of smack back and forth. He says he can't be subbed by Vinny. Do you think he can?
I think, yeah, he can.
Mr. Wonderful?
Yeah, I think he can. But
Really?
I don't see him winning.
Vinny?
Yeah.
I'm going with Vinny out of the once again. I just, for some odd reason, when a jiu-jitsu guy fights somebody, I'm just like, jiu-jitsu, stop him. But like, I know how good Phil Davis is, but I'm going for a major upset. I would call this one a major upset, Vinny.
Because like Phil Davis is a wrestler, no?
Yeah, he went to Penn State.
Yeah, there you go. So I mean, there's his ground game. But I mean, as a world class grappler, no. I mean,
Phil Davis he's got to be one of the best in the world right now.
Yeah.
At his weight, he's in like a Gustafsson position right now. These kids are the future.
Yeah. So yeah, no. So
Well, make a pick on air, so you can't just say I was right.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Phil Davis.
All right, there we go. I'm going with Vinny.
Be a knockout.
Ooh, bold statement. And then this matchup is, to me, one of the best matchups. Once again, Pat Healy, Jim Miller. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Pat Healy as much, but this dude rifles off like 6 fights in Strikeforce, wins or whatever, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps getting title shots that Gilbert Melendez keeps pulling out of these fights and injuries, and he never got the title shot. Like, the last event in Strikeforce got canceled. Like, it was Healy versus Melendez, and then he goes over to UFC, and now at least they gave him Jim Miller. But, like, long story.
He's pretty young, too.
So,
29.
Yeah, he's done it all already, though. Like, his career he's like a journeyman. Like, he's been everywhere.
Oh, they're both 29.
Yeah, but
wow.
You gotta think, for some reason, to me, Pat Healy's Jim Miller's just been in the UFC for, like, how long and did a lot of great things, but
yeah.
Overall and career-wise, I think Pat Healy's had a better career, but that's just me. I'm going for this is a coin toss to me. So I'm rooting for Pat Healy, but in a way, like, I don't want Jim Miller to lose if that's possible. So a draw would be cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm going for Pat Healy, which is another upset. So on this card, I'm calling for 3 upsets. And if Roy Nelson is not the favorite, that'd be 4 upsets.
See, Miller lost to 2 big names, Henderson versus Diaz.
That's right.
So not looking good, but yeah. I think I'm going to go for Pat Healy.
So we both got Pat.
Yeah.
That's huge. Respect. And
he hasn't lost in a while.
Who?
Pat Healy.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's what I mean. But, like...
2011, actually. Or wait, no. Sorry. 2010.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite the guy, man. So, rooting for him. Oh, man. Abu Dhabi Pro is starting either tomorrow or, like, the next couple days. And we got to see some of the brackets. Some are humongous. Some are very small. But, it is in Abu Dhabi. And, if it's during the week, it won't get as much press and stuff as it should. But are these type of events, like, to me, it's a major tournament. Are these type of events that you care about results or no?
Abu Dhabi?
The Abu Dhabi Pro. Yeah, the Pro.
Yeah, I
Tournaments.
think it's like one of the bigger tournaments, right? Like a lot of the, yeah, I think it's pretty big. It's not as
Now,
big, but
the Mendes brothers stopped competing in this event, so
yeah, it's true.
that kind of sucked for them and for maybe fans of the sport. I don't know if it's just this year, like it sounds like they might not be doing it anymore. But do you think that's a choice on just the way the schedules work and their commitments and you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think so. Because I mean, they do have their new school, right?
yeah,
Or jiu-jitsu. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't expect to see them in Abu Dhabi for a long time. I think they'd rather fight at the Worlds and Pan Ams and stuff like that.
yeah.
But I don't know. Like,
But I mean, most of the time there's free trips out there anyway, so like it matters to them. But like, it's crazy they can go get free trips. Like, I guess, and there's prize money in these events, so I don't know why big names would be pulling out. That's what I mean. Just like to not see them there to me is a shock, and I just wonder the reason. Really, like I'd love to know why. It's just the personal curiosity, but hopefully Canadian Darson Hemmings, good luck. He's out there now, and if he wins, he fights one of the Meow brothers. We saw the brackets.
Yeah.
And I was hoping he kind of did the brown belt open weight to get a shot at them, but he didn't do it at the Pan Ams. But in his bracket alone, 3 of them just won the Pan Ams. Him and the 2 Meow brothers.
yeah.
Do you think those brothers are beatable right now? Like, obviously we see Keenan, but let's minus Keenan from the equation. People at his own weight, their own weight. They haven't lost.
Meows. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think. Man. Yeah, I think they're unbeatable right now for their weight category. I mean, they fought our guy Gianni Grippo,
Yeah.
and he lost. I mean, they fought our man Kit Dale.
Yeah. Well, he
Who's
got him.
lost?
That's right.
So I mean, and Kit Dale's a beast. I mean, if you see the way he works out and trains, and you know, they're doing something right. I mean, I wish I had a brother who did jiu-jitsu. I think I'd be a world champion. Turns out, if you have a sibling and you both do jiu-jitsu, turns out you're probably gonna be a world champion.
Yeah.
Look at our Allison Tremblay and Michael Tremblay.
Brother sister duel. Pretty, they're killers. Yeah.
Ridiculous. The Miao brothers.
Yeah.
The Mendes.
Yeah. You know, the Mendes brothers, they have these 2 twins that are like 8 years old right now. Those kids look ridiculously good, too.
Yeah. And because like you're, I guess you have the same style, but yet you see a reflection of yourself and your weaknesses.
I think it's even better, the twins, to be honest. Like, the twins seem to be killing.
So I mean,
Yeah. Gianni Grippo's got a division. It looks like he has a good shot at winning his own division, in my eyes. I mean,
yeah.
He's looking good in this, too. So, man, I just don't, like, I think there's a live stream, obviously, for this, but, like, yeah, it starts in 1 day, 14 hours. So, I'm pumped for this, but, like,
Yeah.
I don't see too much shit out there right now. People, social media, as the media is talking about it as much as they would, say, the Worlds or the Pan Ams. But, I mean, other than the Worlds or the Pan Ams, like, how much bigger does it get in a gi than this?
Yeah.
So,
you know, if there was one person in all of jiu-jitsu that they had a brother,
yeah.
who would you wish?
That's actually a really cool question. Man, I would like to see, like, twin cyborgs.
That'd be ridiculous.
Could you imagine, like, why are they always tiny? Like, could you imagine if Cyborg had a twin?
Yeah.
It would be nuts.
You know what I'd like to see?
Well,
Yes. 2 twins. Yes.
the MG in actions.
Marcelo's. Yeah. Imagine 2 Marcelo Garcias, man. You would be, or 2 Hodgers. Or
Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. I know anyone at the best. Yeah, so it'd be cool, but
will it ever happen? Probably not.
not now, that's for sure. And the thing was that's the weirdest thing ever. Would it probably happen? Yeah, so I was looking. One thing about the Abu Dhabi Pro I found really weird was the way they did the brackets. My friend, a lot of people getting by is that we're just straight up better than everyone else. Like, do you think this is just the luck of the draw or not?
I think, to be honest with you, it's fair for the other competitors because you don't want to go there.
What did you say when I showed you that Keenan got a bye?
Good. It's good for the other competitors. Not good for Keenan, but I mean, yeah, you want to see Keenan fight more than 2 or 3 fights. But at the same time, I don't think it's real.
That's not what you said. What did you say?
What did I say?
You said they're gonna lose anyways.
Yeah.
So you might as well give him a fight to go to and to fight him.
Exactly. That's the point. You don't want to. I don't know, man. You don't want to feed a lion with.
Don't bring up the lion talk. I'll have to keep playing some more Snoop Lion for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In other news, Snoop Dogg apparently changed his name.
It's old news though.
I think if it breaks the flow of Snoop Dogg rapping, you know, he used to say like Snoop D go don't G.
Yeah.
You can't say that now.
But he won't because he doesn't rap. He's kind of reggae singing. He's like, he has this. To him, I think he has the spirit of Bob Marley in him. He has good intentions. He's trying his best. He actually really loves the culture. I think, let's be fair on Snoop Lion.
That's publicity, to be honest with you.
Look,
why lying?
He's in this too.
Evil. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Evil.
Yeah. So I mean, these brackets are deep. They're crazy.
They're big, man.
Yeah. So, but what's more exciting to you? At the end of the day, all the up and comers at brown belt, their divisions, the Mao brothers, Gianni Grippo, like Darcy Hammings and Kenny Cornelius. Okay, are the brown belts more exciting for you to watch, or do the black belts still take the cake in BJJ as far as who you should be watching?
Yes and no. Because I think right now, the brown belts, like there are certain brown belts that are really...
In what other universe did brown belts even get talked about and shine and super fight? Like, times are changing. Like,
I mean, they're competing with black belts, man. Like, I mean, you got someone like Keenan who's obviously fought, like, black belts.
Yeah.
Or sorry, obviously. I mean, who's fought black belts and put up a fight. I mean, why not talk about this kid?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, when you hear about an event like this, are you more excited to see all those guys' matches, or are you still saying, hey, these are black belts, and I want to watch them more? If you had your choice to watch all the Meow Brothers, or say 2 black belts as paired, I believe Lucas Lepri's competing, and say like I don't know who else right now is competing. I'm trying to get a name up that would ring a bell for everyone. So, but like Augusta Mendoza is fighting Toquinho, like those types of guys. Would you rather watch them, or do you want to watch these kids that are coming in that are killing it?
I'd rather watch the brown belts.
That says something.
But I mean,
overall, belt wise, if you had to watch a black belt open or a brown belt open, what would you watch there?
I'd rather watch a black belt open. To be honest, like it depends on which black belt you're talking about. Like I'd rather see like Leo Vieiras and stuff like that, you know, or Marcelo's. Like, are we talking like premium black belts, or are we talking like world champion black belts? Because
okay, let's say surprise bag. You know, like you ever see those like comic books? They have a brown bag over it, and you get a bunch of comics for like $10.
Yeah.
So surprise bag. You don't know who's competing. You go in door A or door B. One has the brown belt open going on. The other has a black belt. You don't know who's in it either way. You just know this will have brown belts, and this will have black belts. We're talking about a level like this, the Abu Dhabi Pro type style or Pan Ams. You know who might be in there, but you don't know for sure, like, if that person's going to be in there. Who would you rather watch then?
All right, brown belts.
Would you really? And is this just off the power of these young modern killers? Or
yeah,
what?
just because the surprise bag could be like, you know, like not a lot of people competing like black belts, like bigger names competing in Abu Dhabi.
Well put. This has everyone at brown belts still competing.
Like, as soon as these brown belts start winning these, I doubt they're going to do Abu Dhabi Pro.
Really?
When they turn black belt.
Why is this, you think?
I mean, they'll do a couple, but they'll stop just like everybody else did. You know what I mean?
I'm following, but I
like
don't know
the
why.
Mendez brothers, like they don't compete. Marcelo, they don't compete. Galvao and all them. You
Is
know,
he in this one? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'd be shocked if he was. But
Although I think personally that you should be competing anyways. But I mean, I can't tell him that, right? So
imagine you bumped into him and you told him,
hey, compete, man. Like, okay.
"Hey guys, I decided to compete. Jared told me." Yeah, man. I don't. To me, I hope the sport. I mean, this one does pay, but I hope IBJJF steps up and starts paying people more than just they had that black belt pro once, and I hope they start paying some of these competitors because me personally, I want to watch them fight. But what's the point for them to go pay 110 for what?
Also, like in terms of training, right? You got to train for. You don't want to just not train, but you want to focus on other tournaments that are happening. Let's say down the road. You'd rather focus all your energy onto that than the Abu Dhabi. Because a lot of people that don't compete probably know they're going to win anyways. So, you know.
That's a good point. But yeah, there's so much going on, I guess, right now in North America too that maybe they don't like. A lot of people might not even like traveling, regardless if it is a trip that will pay or not, or I think the ones that are younger and hungrier, yeah, like you said, they want that recognition. They want to win free trips. Maybe when you get a little bit older, you don't want to keep traveling around.
Like, here's my analogy or whatever comparison.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm this person and I'm a cool dude. I'm like super cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're cool, man. I like you. And you go to a party and you're like the coolest guy there. People are like, oh, man, you're so cool, man. I like you. And you're like, thank you. I'm cool. Right? And you keep going to these parties. And then eventually you're tired of being the cool guy because there's nobody who's cooler than you. Right? And then you just stop going. And then other people are like, oh my God, where'd he go? He's so cool. I don't want to go to this anymore because I'm cool. You build up your coolness and then you just leave to go to a different party. Say the party is in the Worlds or something cooler or ADCC. Those are the VIPs, man.
But to me, I think that's what I'm trying to say. How does this not fall in the top 5 big tournaments to me?
I don't know.
To me, the only thing, like, ADCCs will be everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Then you got Worlds in a gi. Then, like, obviously the Worlds no gi, and then the Pan Am's gi no gi. People talk about the Brasilio, but that's not a realistic for most people. And Europeans, it doesn't seem realistic for everyone.
Yeah.
But this one right here, the Abu Dhabi Pro, in a gi for gi tournaments, and there's top prizes, money, and you could actually win your way into this trip. Like, this is all expense paid for most people.
See, I don't know, like, not to disrespect the tournament or anything, but I mean that's just how I'm getting it from the top athletes that don't want to compete in this. I think they're looking at it not as a joke maybe as a joke to the black belt division, but all the other divisions are still like, there's competitions, but you don't see a lot of high level black belts. You see a handful, but that's about it. I mean, JT Torres, I remember, I think he went to Abu Dhabi and he won the whole thing, just like that.
Yeah, he's not doing it, I don't think, this year, is he? I'm trying to look. I don't see him, though.
See? I mean, why put all your energy into something you know you're going to win? Why put on your flashy jackets and your I don't know, your tuxedo into a, high school party when you could go to a Hollywood party, I don't know, that's just what I'm thinking.
You're crazy. That's what you are. I'll tell you that much. Anyways, there's still a lot of black belts obviously competing in this at the end of the day. I mean, the minus 70 kilo division, probably one of the biggest for black belts. Augusto Mendoza is in it, and Cobrina's in it. Like, as far as Americans that people know their names really well, that has a big division.
Crap.
Do you think Cobrina is going to just take it, to be honest?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, there's no Mendes brother in it to be in his way, right?
Yeah, see, he gets a bye, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you respect that or not?
Yeah, I do. Right.
All right, drop it. I respect it. Yeah, and the 100+ kilo, like that, the super heavyweights or no weight limit, that division's pretty stacked too. And so tell everyone let's just put it out there. Maybe someone can help us out listening right now. Who are we talking about that you really want to get on?
To be honest with you guys, man, I hope you're listening. Someone out there. I hope Ricardo Frangia Miller. I hope you're sitting on your office listening to us and realizing how much you want to be on our show.
Yeah. So
but you just don't have the courage to.
Okay, let's say people don't know who he is. Let them know.
Ricardo Frangia Miller is one of the guys who brought up some big names such as Bill Cooper and Jeff Glover. He is the man behind
Before
Paragon.
Deep Half, was it not called the Paragon Half?
Paragon Half, yeah.
He's the leader of this, right?
Yeah. He's a very smart man. I don't know, man. Like I've been wanting to have him on the show for a really long time. I don't know yet.
So if anybody can pull this off, pull some strings, maybe help us out. We're gonna reach out obviously to him ourselves there, but this is one guy we really want to talk to. I think the listeners would get the most out of it. Just like the Draculino or Roy Dean or the Keith Owen episodes, these guys that have been in the game, learn from some of the best, and then have created some of the best. They could really help us a lot for knowledge-wise.
Yeah.
So,
like, if you think Vinicius Magalhaes, a.k.a. Draculino, was good, I mean, I want old school knowledge, man.
Yeah.
Like
he's right up there with him. I think Frangina doesn't get the same respect as everyone else.
Yeah.
Just my personal opinion, but maybe he does.
I don't think he's in the spotlight as much as all the other old school people.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he is. He's still crushing shit today, by the way.
Yeah, he's a world champion.
Dude, he's still out there competing all the time, putting it down. So he's one guy I'd love to go out and train with, to be honest. All right, guys, follow us all on our social medias at Fight Fans Radio. Same for their Facebook, YouTube channels, all the same. iTunes, you can go look that up. It has all our past episodes too, and same with on YouTube. Facebook, BJJ Addict TV or BJJ Addict Radio. That goes for both, for also Twitter, BJJ Addict, and BJJ Addict Radio. Official Jeer, Real DWC, that's DWC. And Fight Fans Radio. We are on everything, guys. Even social medias like Instagram, we're on there taking pics. We will talk to everybody. So hit us up, start conversations. You never know. You guys could come on the radio show maybe sometime and talk with us. Maybe we'll do a contest and get like one of our actual listeners to come on and chop. Yeah, let's do that soon, guys. So we'll set that up. So. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Hopefully you still enjoyed it, even though it's just the good old boys here, just the two of us.
One day we'll be big and you guys will like everything we say. So.
Yeah, I can't wait for that day. All right, thank you guys, and tune in next week. If we don't have a guest, we will have a guest. There we go. There will be no ifs, ors, buts. All right, see ya.
And hang tight, dudes.
And us.
Awesome.